Today we are going to be doing the replace item command, and all of these commands you can do in your chats, just random, just whatever, with the slash or backslash. But for the sake of this video, I have preset some command blocks just so that we can save some time. Now, the replace item command basically allows you to put an item in anything, inside any chest or end chest, even trap chest, even in your inventory, or even on your head, in your offhand, in your hand, in your hotbar, in a chest, in whatever you want. And all of these work with repeating command blocks, normal command blocks, and like I said, with the backslash in your chat. But anyway, let's just jump straight into this. So this command right here, I will get into the commands later, but this command just changes that middle item to coal, even if there's something else already in there, like a dark oak trapdoor, but without changing any of the rest of the slots. Now, I chose this specific slot. You can choose any of these slots. You can make it appear over here, up here, anywhere you want. I just did in the middle because it just looks really nice. And you can do the same with end chests, but it's a little bit different of a command, just because end chests, only specific players can see the items that go in there. And also, it goes into the other end chest as well. But anyway, you can also put something in your inventory, and again, it will replace anything that's there. So if you have this in a survival world, try not to put anything valuable in whichever slot. And it also works for the slot that I have, like the hotbar slot that I have selected. So right now I have this middle hotbar slot selected. So when I flick the lever, that's where the wooden sword goes into. If I have this slot selected, then that's the slot that the wooden sword goes into. This one puts a boat on my head, and in Minecraft Java, the boat will appear above your head, and you can actually see it, even in your inventory. And other players can see it as well. But in Pocket Edition, or Bedrock, or Handheld, or whatever you call it, it does not appear there. Unless in a later version they update it so that it does. Right now I'm doing 1.16.5, but as of right now I'm pretty sure that is not a thing. And also in Minecraft Java, if you do a block, it appears as having the block on your head. And I could also change this to glass if I want to, and it will appear as me having a glass thing on my head. I can also take it off if I want to. Now, this will do the hotbar again with the wooden sword, but instead, I have my hotbar slot set to here, and instead it goes into the middle. That's because you can also choose which slot it goes into, like with the inventory. If I grab some dark oak trapdoors again and put them here, they will not be removed. But if I take them and put them in the middle, they will be removed and replaced with the wooden sword. That's why it's called the replace item command. Sadly, you cannot make it so that it replaces, like if I have crimson pressure plate here and flip it, it will replace it. There's no way to make it that it won't replace air, and it will only replace it if something is there, like a redstone torch. It's very sad that you can't do that, but you could also hook up to this command block a command block that tests for if that item is there. Then you can just do it that way, if you know what I'm talking about. If you do not, then just ignore everything that I just said. But anyway, you can also do these exact same commands on repeating command blocks. So this time it's diamond, and as you can see, I can just spam click and it will always be there. And if I put more diamonds in there, it just goes away because that is it. And if I turn it off, then it will not put it there. You could also do repeating command block for the end chest. But what's But it also goes into any other end chest. So if I have netherite here and flick this lever, there will now be iron there. And with iron there, I can flick this lever and there will be netherite. If I flick this lever, it will still be netherite because this is a repeating command block. So after I activated it and it replaced it to iron, it immediately changed it back to netherite. So, which is very interesting. But you can also do repeating for all these. So now I have infinite oak boats. What just happened? I think I just might have lagged out my game. I think I just lagged out my game. No, I did not. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so for some reason that command block's not working anymore. I think it's just because it's a boat or something. I have no idea. But, that should be working. And now, no matter what slot I put my, I go into, I will always have a wooden sword on me. And, if I turn it off, then that will be good. And now I have an infinite number of arrows, because I just did that, and did I just break it again? I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm breaking it somehow. I'll have to look into that later. But, anyway, now it's just this one slot with the wooden sword. Even if I clear my entire inventory of everything, that wooden sword is still there because I have this here. And now this is the oak planks. I think it's when I... Oh, it's... Okay, so for some reason, guys and girls, when you, like, shift-click it, I guess, it breaks it. But I don't know why. I did not know that, personally. I really didn't. But, now I do. Maybe it was just with the latest update, that's a problem that they need to fix. But in the future, it might not do that. But in 1.16.5, apparently it does that, which is very odd. But now that I know what the problem is, you can always work around it. And I think it's just with repeating command blocks that are going off every single second, or tick, which there are 20 ticks in a second. But fun fact, by the way. And now that we've looked at what they all are in these 8 minutes that I've been recording, now we will go through how to do these commands. Now, every single one of these commands is customizable to whatever you want. For the command to put the item in this specific chest, not in every chest, you need to do replace item. All of these commands start with replace item, by the way. Then we are doing a block, not a entity. If it was an entity, it'd be like me or a pig or a zombie or whatever. And these work on zombies as well, by the way. We are doing a block, and now you choose the coordinates. I just did this specific block, but up one, instead of doing the coordinates that this actually is, using F3 to get your coordinates, by the way. And then you do the slot. When you're doing a container, like a chest, you do container, dot, and then the slot. In this case, it's 13 for the middle. By the way, it goes 0 for this top left, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it starts back here, down here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is the middle slot, just so you know. And then you just put the Minecraft item ID there, and then you do the count. So if I change this to 20, and then flick it, now I just got 20 coal. If I change it to 2, then it will put 2 in there. Even if there's 22 in there, it'll change it to 2. And anything that cannot stack, like a wooden sword, if I set it to 2, it will just not work, just so you know, which I will demonstrate. If I go to wooden sword, and it's on 1, I flick it, I get the wooden sword. If I change this to 2, it will just not work. It is not there. Even if I spam it, it just does not appear. And it also says in the previous output, wooden sword can only stack up to 1. But that might not be there for you, but for me, I have that on, and that is what appears. But for a end chest, you actually have to do the entity, because for a different player, they would not be it would not be in their ender chest. You want to choose the player's ender chest that you want actually to do. So I just did entity instead of block, and then I did @p with the replace item at the beginning again, which is the closest player. @p is the closest player to the command block. You could also do the actual gamer tag, and mine is _shadow_master. So if I did that, it would just work for me, not the closest player to the command block. Then you do ender chest dot, and then the slot in the in the ender chest. And you don't need the coordinates of it. If I do this, it will appear in my ender chest because it appears in every single ender chest. It's in this one and in this one. If I take it out of this one, then it's out of this one, just like a normal ender chest would. So that's that, and then you just do the Minecraft ID of the item, and then you do the count. Then for the inventory, you do same thing, replace item, entity, @p, or whatever person that you want to do. Then you do inventory, dot, and then the slot, again, going 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Then you do the Minecraft ID and the count again. Minecraft ID and count are there with every single one of these commands, just so you know. For the on the head, or on chest plate or whatever, you do same thing, replace item, entity, the selector, armor.head. You can also do armor.feet, armor.head, armor.legs. Then you do the Minecraft ID and the count. For the hand that you are selected on, like so, you do replace item, entity, the selector, weapon.mainhand. You can do weapon.offhand as well, which will put it in your offhand instead. But I just like it on main hand. And then you do the Minecraft ID, and then you do the count. For the this is just the same thing as the on the head, but instead of an oak boat, I just changed the ID just to show you guys that when you put it on your head, it actually goes on your head. But anyway, then you also can do the hotbar, the specific hotbar slot. You just do like I just did just now by accident. You do replace item, entity, the selector, hotbar instead, dot, and then the thing. If I did 0, it would appear right here. Just like so. Because it goes like the inventory, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I did 8, it would appear on my last hotbar slot. And if I did 9, it will just not work and everything will be red in the command block. I just like 3 because it is the very, oh no, it's not 3, it's 4, whoops. I just like 4 because it's the very middle of the hotbar slot, and I like how that looks. Then you just do the Minecraft ID and the number. And for all of these command blocks, they are exactly the same commands, just different IDs, Minecraft IDs, and then they are on repeating command blocks instead. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Again, you can also do these commands in your just chat with the backslash, like I am doing right now. Just gonna put an iron chest plate on myself. 1, and then this time I'm doing @s, which means it's the person who runs the command, and bang, now I have an iron chest plate on myself. And you can also do NBT tags just right here if you want to with the parentheses, if you watch one of my other videos explaining what NBT tags and selectors are. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys and girls again next time.